Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. BJP MP from Kota, Birla, unanimously elected Speaker of Lok Sabha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss One Nation, One Election with presidents of political parties today. Centre rushing 5 teams of senior doctors and paramedics to Muzaffarpur to strengthen anti-encephalitis efforts in Bihar. 23 Indian institutions ranked among best global universities in QS World University Ranking. First iron ore deposit discovered in Bangladesh. New Zealand to take on South Africa in the ICC Cricket World Cup at Birmingham today. NDA nominee Om Birla has been unanimously elected as Speaker of the 17th Lok Sabha. All major political parties, including the Congress, DMK, TMC, BJD, YSR Congress, JDU and Shiv Sena, supported the motion moved by Prime Minister and Leader of the House, Narendra Modi, to choose Mr. Birla as the Speaker. Later, Pro-Tem Speaker Dr. Virendra Kumar declared Mr. Birla as Speaker. The Prime Minister, along with other leaders of different political parties, escorted Om Birla to the Speaker's chair. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Om Birla, saying his life has been devoted to service and Jan Seva has been the focal point of his politics.
ओम बिरला जी वो शख्सियत है जो जनप्रतिनिधि के नाते राजनीति से जुड़ना बड़ा स्वाभाविक, लेकिन उनकी पूरी कार्यशैली समाज सेवा केंद्रित है। समाज जीवन की कहीं पर भी पीड़ा अगर उनको नजर आई तो पहले पहुंचने वाले व्यक्तियों में से रहे।
Mr. Modi said Mr. Birla has been in public life for years and worked for the BJP for a long time. The Prime Minister expressed confidence that Mr. Birla will preside over the proceedings of the Lok Sabha in an exceptional manner.
स्पीकर पद पर हम सबको अनुशासित भी करेंगे, अनुप्रेरित भी करेंगे और उसके द्वारा ये सदन देश को उत्तम से उत्तम दे पाए। एक कैटलिक एजेंट के रूप में, एक पदासीन के जिम्मेवारी के रूप में और सालों की सामाजिक संवेदना वाली जिंदगी जीते के कारण मुझे विश्वास है कि उत्तम तरीके से इस चीजों को कर पाएंगे।
In his speech, newly elected Speaker Om Birla thanked all the members of the House for reposing faith in him. He said the chair of the Speaker should be impartial and assured all the members to give fair opportunities to them. He also said as the people of the country have given a huge mandate to the NDA government, he expects the government to discharge its duties with utmost dedication.
ये सभापति की कुर्सी निष्पक्ष होनी भी चाहिए और निष्पक्ष दिखनी भी चाहिए। मेरा प्रयास होगा कि मैं हर माननीय सदस्य, चाहे वह एक दल का हो, चाहे वो कितनी बड़ी संख्या का हो, और इसलिए हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा था कि हम संख्या के बल पे आधार पर नहीं, हम इस देश के अंदर सबको विश्वास को लेकर चलना चाहते हैं।
Earlier, leaders of all the political parties congratulated Mr. Birla for being chosen as the Speaker. Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary assured full support of his party for smooth functioning of the House. Mr. Chaudhary expressed hope that the Speaker will conduct the House impartially.
You are the presiding officer of this House. You are the custodian of this House. Not only that, according to Nehru, you represent the House, represent the freedom, represent the nation.
DMK leader T.R. Balu, Union Minister and Shiv Sena leader Arvind Sawant, TMC leader Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, JDU leader Rajiv Ranjan, BJD leader Pinaki Mishra, Shyam Singh Yadav of BSP, Anupriya Patel of Apna Dal, Ram Mohan Naidu of TDP, Ravindranath of AIADMK and others congratulated Mr. Birla and assured their support for the smooth functioning of the House. Later, the Prime Minister also introduced the members of the Council of Ministers to the House. Today, 2 MPs, Anubhav Mohanty of BJD and Santosh Kumar of JDU, took oath. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a meeting with the presidents of political parties having representation in Parliament on the issue of One Nation, One Election in New Delhi today. During the meeting, celebrations of 75 years of India's independence in 2022 and Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary celebrations this year will also be discussed. Increasing the productivity in Parliament and development of aspirational districts are other items on the agenda. The centre is rushing 5 teams of senior pediatricians and paramedics to Muzaffarpur in Bihar to strengthen the state's efforts and measures in the acute encephalitis syndrome affected areas. This was decided in a review meeting to take stock of the public health measures for management of the encephalitis cases. The meeting was chaired by Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan in New Delhi. The minister said the teams will strengthen the clinical care to existing patients in the hospitals and also strengthen surveillance of cases from peripheral areas. He said a high-level central team, led by Joint Secretary in the Ministry, Love Agarwal, is permanently stationed in the area to monitor the operations. 10 additional ambulances have also been put into action in the most affected blocks of the districts for round-the-clock services. In Muzaffarpur, additional doctors and ambulances have been deployed to tackle the menace of encephalitis. Doctors from different government hospitals like Patna, Darbhanga and Nalanda Medical College hospitals have been deployed to ensure round-the-clock availability at Sri Krishna Medical College Hospital, SKMCH, Muzaffarpur. Besides this, 3 additional mobile ambulances have been pressed into service to ferry encephalitis-affected children to SKMCH and Kejriwal Hospital. More from our correspondent.
A massive awareness and ORS distribution campaign has been launched in all 16 blocks of Muzaffarpur from today in view of outbreak of encephalitis. Nodal officers and magistrates have been deployed for monitoring. ASHA, Anganwadi workers and self-help group Jivika volunteers have been given tasks to contact every household in affected areas. State government has provided ex gratia of 2 crore 76 lakhs rupees for next of kin of the 69 deceased in Muzaffarpur. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Patna.
The AICC has decided to dissolve the present committee of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee. In a release today, the party said the president and working president remain unchanged. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. 23 Indian institutions have been ranked among the best global universities in QS World University ranking released today. Indian Institute of Technology IIT Bombay has become India's best institute, securing the 152nd rank. IIT Delhi and Indian Institute of Science Bangalore also figure in the top 200. Human Resource Development Minister Dr. Ramesh has congratulated the institutes for their distinguished performance. In a tweet, Dr. Nishank said the government is determined to take other institutions of the country on top on the strength of their educational excellence. Advisor to Jammu and Kashmir Governor Khurshid Ahmed Ganei has asked Deputy Commissioners of the state to fix targets for line officers for registration of workers under Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan PMSYM scheme. He also took stock of the implementation of this newly rolled out centrally sponsored scheme in the state, which is meant for the unorganized workers in the age group of 18 to 40 years. Around 1 million potential beneficiaries are likely to be enrolled in the state under this scheme. Advisor Ganei urged Deputy Commissioners to ensure that each district enrolls around 50,000 workers for this scheme. The Indian Coast Guard is co-hosting an international workshop in New Delhi to deepen knowledge on issues related to piracy and armed robbery. The 2-day workshop is being organized in cooperation with the Regional Cooperation Agreement on Combating Piracy and Armed Robbery Against Ships in Asia, RECAP. Presently, 20 countries are members of the RECAP. The workshop was inaugurated by Additional Director General, Indian Coast Guard, VSR Murthy, along with Mr. Masafumi Kuroki, Executive Director of RECAP. In Bangladesh, the first iron ore deposit has been discovered at Isabpur village in Dinajpur. The announcement was made yesterday by the Geological Survey of Bangladesh following extensive drilling over 2 months in the area. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The discovery of high-quality iron ore mine in Dinajpur district of Bangladesh is a significant achievement. Since the iron concentration in the magnetite ore is 65%, mining would be economically feasible. The Geological Survey of Bangladesh first took up drilling of the area in 2013 and the second drilling was started in April this year. Once commercial extraction begins, this will create employment opportunities for the people and help Bangladesh economy significantly. Rajesh Jha, AIR News, Dhaka.
In Nepal, many programs are being organized to celebrate the 5th International Day of Yoga. A large number of yoga enthusiasts participated in the programs organized by the Indian Embassy and Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center in Kathmandu. More from our correspondent.
Hundreds of yoga enthusiasts from India, Nepal, China, UK, Australia and other countries joined Yoga Day celebrations at Indian Embassy in Kathmandu. They said yoga not only keeps mind, body, soul healthy and fit, but also connect people across the globe.
It has inspired me to find an equilibrium within life and find balance and unity and connect with others, and it's something that I really honour.
Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center Kathmandu organized an event at UNESCO World Heritage Site at famous Pashupatinath Temple and Bodhnath Stupa. A large number of dedicated yoga practitioners attended the program. On 21st June, more than 200 programs will be organized across Nepal to celebrate International Day of Yoga. The main function will be held at the premises of historic Janaki Temple in Janakpur. Rajkumar, AIR News, Kathmandu.
Back home, the lander and rover meant for India's second lunar mission Chandrayaan-2 reached the ISRO's launch pad at Sriharikota last night. The rover, called Pragyan, is installed within the lander known as Vikram. They were flagged off from ISRO laboratory in Bengaluru on Monday. Chandrayaan-2 will be launched aboard India's most powerful booster, GSLV Mark III, tentatively early in the morning on July the 15th. More from our correspondent.
As the orbiter, lander and the rover of Chandrayaan-2 are all in the launch pad in Sriharikota, the scientists of the National Space Agency are now assembling them together. Later, Chandrayaan-2 will be integrated with the rocket GSLV Mark III for its launch as per schedule. The rover, the lander and the orbiter all have payloads meant for collecting data on the nature of the moon's surface. Once the orbiter reaches the lunar orbit of 100 km distance from the moon, the lander will emerge from it and make a slow descent on the lunar south pole. The lunar south pole remains an unexplored area so far, and Chandrayaan-2 is expected to unravel some of the mysteries of the Earth's only natural satellite. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
In Odisha, a retired veterinary technician has become a source of inspiration for others to follow in social work. Gangadhar Raut of Kanpur village in Hotadihi block of Keonjhar district has utilized his entire GP fund for the welfare of villagers after his retirement. He is constructing a bridge on River Salondi near his village for the use of people. More from our correspondent.
People of 5 villages were demanding a bridge over the river since many years. They have approached to Block Development Officer, People's Representatives several times. Some 15 years back, the Truck Owners Association and Block Administration separately provided about 5 lakh rupees for construction of bridge. Only 3 spans were constructed with this amount. In the meantime, one villager of Kanpur, Gangadhar Raut, retired from service and saved a good amount of money in his GP fund. He had an ambition to purchase a car after retirement, but after knowing the problem of the villagers, he changed his decision and utilized his GP fund money to complete the construction of bridge very soon. He has spent 9 lakh rupees till now. Another 3 lakh rupees he will give for this work. Sudhanshu Dhada, AIR, Bhubaneswar.
In the ICC Cricket World Cup, New Zealand will take on South Africa at Birmingham today. The match will start at 3 p.m. Indian time. Last night, England beat Afghanistan by 150 runs at Manchester. Chasing a 398-run target, Afghanistan made 247 for 8 in the stipulated 50 overs. For England, Evan Morgan slammed a majestic 148 off 71, while Johnny Bairstow scored 90 and Joe Root 88. England's innings was about Evan Morgan and also about records. Sixes outnumbered fours as England hit 25 sixes and 21 fours. India will take on Afghanistan in their next encounter at Southampton on Saturday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. BJP MP from Kota, Birla, unanimously elected Speaker of Lok Sabha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss one nation, one election with presidents of political parties today. Centre rushing 5 teams of senior doctors and paramedics to Muzaffarpur to strengthen anti-encephalitis efforts in Bihar. 23 Indian institutions ranked among best global universities in QS World University ranking. First iron ore deposit discovered in Bangladesh. And New Zealand to take on South Africa in the ICC Cricket World Cup at Birmingham today. And with that, we end the midday news.